Do you love doing your own books? Are you thinking of hiring an accountant? Would you want to have a better insight into how your business is performing? If so, you are in the right place because in this video entitled Why You Should Hire an Accountant for Your Small Business, you'll learn the top reasons for hiring an accountant and how you can be more confident that your business is going according to your plans. Let's first talk about the story of Alice. Now, who is Alice? Well, she's a 30-year-old business owner of a mini grocery store that sells Korean food products. It's a fairly new business, and she was right in thinking that it was going to be easy to manage. Thanks to her pleasing personality, she gained lots of customers. And it was also a blessing that her family and friends helped in recommending her store to others. Now, to promote her business, she'd also post videos of herself cooking Korean recipes. Her store didn't run out of customers, but the problem was that she didn't keep her eye on her cash flow. When she checked her money, she was surprised that it wasn't much, even if there were many people buying from her. She didn't realize that the money she took for her personal expenses and the frequent taking of items from the store affected her profits. Not to mention that she couldn't say no to friends who'd buy on credit. So Alice feared that her hard-earned savings might disappear into thin air and that she might lose her main source of income pretty soon. Therefore, to track her store's transactions and her personal spending, Alice decided to do the day-to-day bookkeeping herself. After a while, Alice found bookkeeping a tiresome task, and she also had to file her taxes, such time consuming tasks that she'd rather avoid. So for her, it was more enjoyable to sell and create her own marketing videos. But she had no choice because she had to make sure her business was earning the profits that she needed for it to survive. So soon, she became so stressed and grumpy that everything seemed to go wrong in her business and in her life as well. Now, are you in the same situation? Like Alice, it may be time to hire an accountant. But Mommy Ann, my business is not that big yet. Isn't that also an additional expense? Yeah, that's a very common question that I get. You see, accounting is not only for big businesses. Even if Alice can do the bookkeeping, it would be better if she hired an accountant. So when Alice hesitated, I sensed her worries and so I said, do you know that an accountant does more than bookkeeping? Let's talk about what else an accountant can do and how her services can benefit a small business owner. Number one, an accountant helps you save time and money. An accountant makes sure that your recording needs are met while saving you valuable time and money to work on other business areas. If you're like Alice, who loves the marketing aspect of her mini grocery store, you can also save yourself from doing the monotonous task of recording your day to day transactions. Just imagine if you can use your time doing what you love. That would be wonderful, isn't it? Number two, an accountant gives you peace of mind about tax concerns. For some reason, Alice gets nervous when the filing of taxes approaches. If only she could avoid it, she would. Having an accountant you can trust is the solution because she knows what to do to help you avoid fines and penalties by complying with all the legal requirements of running your business. And finally, the top benefit of hiring an accountant, number four, an accountant evaluates how your business is doing and guides you to make the best decisions possible to grow your business. If you're like Alice, who isn't a business course graduate, an accountant can help you understand more about your numbers. She can help you analyze what went right and what went wrong with your business so that you can make better decisions as you move forward. Your financial records provide you with the data you need for your budgeting and future projections. And of course, you should know what your numbers mean, right? An accountant will help you read them so you can avoid the danger zones, see what you can increase, decrease, and maintain, and your business will grow faster. Believe me, I had mentees who didn't want to get the services of an accountant. They struggled even more in their business. Friend, doing everything on your own is not a business mindset. And as for Alice, her reluctance turned to willingness. Any business owner aspires to succeed and enjoy the financial and time freedom she always dreams of, right? So all you need is to make money work for you. How? Yes, you got that right. Hire an accountant. Remember, if you lack money management skills or the time to do the financials, you now know what to do. This is Mommy Ann, your Mommy Negosyo, saying, be business minded, Pinoy.